So with the Hero 13 release, they also released a bunch of accessories. So let's look at each one of these accessories, talk about some of the advantages to them, and also one of these actually will work with your Hero 9, 10, 11, or 12, and it's very well worth it. So let's get right to it.
Mr. Black.
And by the way, welcome to the channel. My name's Danny Black, and I love to share with you cool gear that comes my way. If you are new here, don't be a stranger to the channel. If you like GoPro stuff, make sure you hit that like button, and YouTube will keep feeding you that kind of stuff. So I'll put links to everything down in the description so you can find it all down there nice and easily. And all of these accessories I actually did buy. I bought the Hero 13 as well. I'm being a consumer with you guys, testing out the stuff and just kind of seeing if it's worth it in my opinion. And I will say it does hit the wallet a little bit hard when you have to basically double the GoPro price to get all of these accessories. Because we have the macro lens mod, we have the ultra wide lens mod, we have the Contacto magnetic battery charger, and we have the magnetic latch mount. And starting with the magnetic latch mount, I do wish that they would give you like 2 of these for the same price, because you want multiple mounts because you can change it from one mount to the other really quickly. But it is really good quality, it is metal, and it comes with this bolt that you're going to use to put it on your mount. And with that bolt you have like a flathead screw on it, so you can actually really tighten that thing. So on the bottom of the 13 you'll see there's like a spot for this magnetic mount, so it can easily just pop right on and then it clips into place, and it's on there really tight. Like, it's solid, it doesn't move around. Now this is not new because we've seen this on the DJI cameras and even the Ace Pro, but I am very impressed with this mounting system. Very strong. GoPro does have the most versatile one because they also have the built-in GoPro fingers, and they also have a 1/4 thread mount on the bottom, so you're really covered for any scenario. I'm also eager to see if there's any third-party mounts that are going to come out to work with that, and might be a little bit cheaper and easier to get a bunch of those. And in case you're wondering, you can put it on both ways, and so you don't have to have it directly on one side like the other ones do. All right, moving on, we have the Contacto. This is actually very impressive. So out of the box, you can see you get this battery door with this little magnetic mounting point, and 2 things that I wasn't expecting, because it does come with a like 1.5 foot cable, and then also roughly a 4 foot cable. So if you need to plug this into a power bank, and maybe you have this sitting on the outside of your car, you can run this wire into your car. Or if you want this plugged into like your computer hub, and this can be sitting on your desk, and then when you get in, have your footage, you can just pop this thing on and it will transfer the data. But also they give you one with a female USB-C connector. That way if you have a Volta or another cable that you want to use, you can plug it into that. So this is the Telesin Power Grip, and I can just pop this thing on and it will start charging immediately. Ready? Boop. And you can easily see how this door is going to work. It actually has the USB-C point right here that's going to plug right into it. And that's why it'll work with your Hero 12, Hero 11, Hero 10, or Hero 9. I actually didn't think that I was gonna like this as much as I do. This is a fantastic accessory. I think that if you have the 9, 10, 11, or 12, this is gonna be something you're gonna want for that as well, because it is weatherproof. You can get those star time lapses and have this thing sitting out overnight, not worrying about like rain or dew getting into that USB-C point inside your GoPro and ruining it. And thank you Dubob2 for pointing out that it does data transfer, and it does it fast as well. And Scent Hill was the one that told me in the comments, he said he recently got that for his Hero 9 and 10, and one of the best accessories that he's ever bought from GoPro. And yeah, I agree, that is phenomenal. And feel free to drop your own comment down there in the comments, and I'll have a look and see if I can address some of your comments on future videos, so make sure you drop that comment. All right, we still have the ultra wide lens mod and the macro lens, but here is the ultra wide lens mod. This thing looks a lot like the Max Lens Mod 2.0, but there are some differences. For one, the ultra wide lens has like a sensor on it, so when you put this thing on, it will auto detect and change it into that ultra wide lens mode. So as soon as you pop that thing on, you'll see it change. And to take your lens off, you feel like you might be breaking it, all you do is just pull it a little bit and twist, and it comes off. You can also swipe down and go into this part over here, and you can take that off auto detect, and you can put it onto the appropriate lens that fits it. Now these things are magic, and they can give you 4K 60 frames per second footage. And if you're doing something that is really rough on the camera and you need some ultra stabilization, you use something like this. Plus with that horizon lock, and the fact that you can use horizon lock on any of the aspect ratios with this thing on, you can get some really cool shots. So if this is spinning around, the camera looks like it is staying still. It is magic, it is awesome. Ultra hyper view. And here's just a quick sample of the different fields of view that you can get with the ultra wide lens. It's a bit dark, the sun's gone down. So this is kind of a little bit of a low light test with it. You want more light to make the stabilization better. So we'll save that for a future video, but just wanted to show you this for now. You can also get a 1:1 aspect ratio, giving you flexibility to crop your footage to widescreen 16:9 or vertical 9:16. Or you can do that within the camera, easily changing between those different aspect ratios. Nilo Manalo, he asked if I get the ultra wide lens. He wants to know if you could take 27 megapixel photos raw, because with the Max Lens 2.0, they downgraded it to 16 megapixels. And I will tell you right now that it doesn't actually tell me. So I'm gonna have to put this in and see what the megapixels are. And if it is, it'll say yes or no right down here. And I'll take this out and really put it to the test on a future video. So make sure you stay tuned for that. But now let's look at the macro lens. This is something that a lot of people have been wanting. It zooms in your footage like 4 times, so it's not like super macro. This will also auto detect the macro lens and put it in macro lens mode. And it's so much easier to keep the cap on there and then pop this thing on, and then you can pull that off. Now, if you look closely, there is a focus ring on here where you can go from a focus distance from 11 centimeters to 75 centimeters. And you can use this with slow motion and hyper smooth, just making that close focus shot look amazing. And you can also enable focus peaking on it, so you can actually see, you can pick colors, yellow, blue, red, or auto, and you can see when your subject is in focus. And you can get some really close-up shots like this. This is with the macro lens, and from the same distance, this is it without the macro lens. But for all those people that are vlogging and complaining that their GoPro is out of focus when they're holding it really close to their face, this will help with that. I kind of wish they would have just shipped this with this lens that you can focus, so you can actually have it on focusing on everything right there, or you can bring it in and focus on something really close up right about there. Like, why didn't they just ship this lens with it? It's pretty cool. I never really want to take this off the GoPro, ever. I mean, maybe you're a food vlogger out there and you want to get close-up shots of your food, this is what you're going to want to use. If you want to get some really close-up flower shots with your GoPro, this is what you're going to want to use. So it really does make a difference, and it all depends on how you're going to use your GoPro to know if you're going to need the macro lens or not, but it does look really good. I decided not to get the ND filters just because I knew I wouldn't really use them that much. Plus, I kind of want to see what third-party accessory companies will make for this, and they have an anamorphic lens that's coming out next year, and when that all comes out, I'll be sure to make a video and follow up on it. But that's it for today's video. I have so many other videos to get to and catch up on, so stay tuned to the channel. I got a lot more, and also if you want to see another GoPro video, you can check that one out. You can check that one out. I have a whole GoPro playlist over here, or this is the one that YouTube thinks that you're going to want to click. So choose one, choose wisely, and I'll see you there.